When you look at the existing infrastructure in this country, about 60%.
Education is the equalizer, because it is still true that the mind is the standard of a human being. No matter how tall you are, if your mind does not work well, you are just a tall fool.
See the pain.
Have role models, and the role models, they are pragmatic ones. A pragmatic leader like Dr. Kwame Nkrumah.
We live in a world of contradictions. These contradictions, however, keep the world going. Let me explain what I mean. Ghana is a small but very dynamic, independent African state. We are trying to reconstruct our economy and to build a new, free, and equal society. To do this, we must attain control of our own economic and political destinies. Only thus can we create higher living standards for our people and free them from the legacies and hazards of a colonial past and from the encroachments of neo-colonialism.
When you look at the existing infrastructure in this country, about 60% of it was done by Nkrumah in the period of 9 years, from 1957 to 66. And up to now, we've not been able to match what he did.
Our enemies are many, and they stand ready to pounce upon and exploit our every weakness. They prey upon our vanities and flatter us in every kind of way. They tell us that this particular person or that particular country has greater or more favorable potentialities than the other. They do not tell us that we should unite, that we are all as good as we are able to make ourselves once we are free.
I go around the country and I see the works of Dr. Kwame Nkrumah, and he's been my role model.
The Chinese president summons all our presidents, and they summon them. The letters may be polite, but it's summons. They go to Beijing, tails between their legs.
Mr. Speaker, the cocoa farmers, they have reduced producer price, and Erikopoku cannot be found. They don't care about cocoa farmers, and they are here telling us inflation, macroeconomics is ready.
See the pain.
You have done the same propaganda for 15 months. Today, you have been exposed by electricity charges. Electricity Tariffs Act exposing you that you are not doing nothing in government for the last 15 months. You've been exposed by water tariffs, that for the last 15 months you are not doing anything in government. Mr. Speaker, business owners are suffering. They cannot pay electricity tariffs. Mr. Speaker, cocoa farmers are suffering. because you are struggling to manage the cocoa sector. Mr. Speaker, this is nothing other than propaganda. Mr. Speaker, your government so far is government by propaganda or propaganda with propaganda and full of garbage. Mr. Speaker, thanks for the opportunity.
See the pain.
Education is the equalizer because it is still true that the mind is the standard of a human being. No matter how tall you are, if your mind does not work well, you are just a tall fool.
See the pain.
You have done the same propaganda for 15 months. Today, you have been exposed by electricity charges. Electricity tariffs are exposing you that you are not doing nothing in government for the last 15 months. You've been exposed by water tariffs that for the last 15 months you are not doing anything in government. Mr. Speaker, business owners are suffering. They cannot pay electricity tariffs. Mr. Speaker, cocoa farmers are suffering because you are struggling to manage the cocoa sector. Mr. Speaker, this is nothing other than propaganda. Mr. Speaker, your government so far is government by propaganda or propaganda with propaganda and full of garbage. Mr. Speaker, thanks for the opportunity.
See the pain.
Mr. Speaker, the cocoa farmers, they have reduced producer price and Erikoboku cannot be found. They don't care about cocoa farmers and they are here telling us inflation, macroeconomics is ready.
See the pain.
Now when they say, I am not serving only MP, I'm serving ground, and especially the youth of this country.
See the pain.
Have role models, and the role models, they are pragmatic ones. A pragmatic leader like Dr. Kwame Nkrumah.
We live in a world of contradictions. These contradictions, however, keep the world going. Let me explain what I mean. Ghana is a small but very dynamic, independent African state. We are trying to reconstruct our economy and to build a new, free and equal society. To do this, we must attain control of our own economic and political destinies. Only thus can we create higher living standards for our people and free them from the legacies and hazards of a colonial past and from the encroachments of neo-colonialism.
When you look at the existing infrastructure in this country, about 60% of it was done by Nkrumah in the period of 9 years, from 1957 to 66. And up to now, we've not been able to match what he did.
Our enemies are many, and they stand ready to pounce upon and exploit our every weakness. They prey upon our vanities and flatter us in every kind of way. They tell us that this particular person or that particular country has greater or more favorable potentialities than the other. They do not tell us that we should unite, that we are all as good as we are able to make ourselves once we are free.
I go around the country and I see the works of Dr. Kwame Nkrumah. And he's been my role model.
You have done the same propaganda for 15 months. Today, you have been exposed by electricity charges. Electricity Tariffs Act exposing you that you are not doing nothing in government for the last 15 months. You've been exposed by water tariffs that for the last 15 months you are not doing anything in government. Mr. Speaker, business owners are suffering. They cannot pay electricity tariffs. Mr. Speaker, cocoa farmers are suffering because you are struggling to manage the cocoa sector. Mr. Speaker, this is nothing other than propaganda. Mr. Speaker, your government so far is government by propaganda or propaganda with propaganda and full of garbage. Mr. Speaker.
Good afternoon. Raised to the power of 50,000. Today happens to be the 22nd day of July 2026. Another beautiful afternoon. Nyankopon ayaya dom techama da bojobo jedie mu afrisane ebraso se yede sinu pedwumadie ebra wo abusua ba bia wo bia no ma me na wase se okan ho na afi ye ba bedi nkomo eye Ghana ho nkomo ane ye ba bedi Albert Asumani political za ebe join me na afi yede nkomo ewo dwumadie no eso saso ena Sabato Riafe of course enso so ebe join me na yede eye message sahodo a eno nso so fira bontene chichiri bencheye ebeba no ya hwe na afi yede hu nkomo enso ewa ha afi emrepemu no yebama kwan na ahefo ne atiefo nso so abam am ye nyina yede nkomo enne for the first time ena mete se opani bi e ka se ye chichiri man ye nchichiri amanyoku na okae na mete ye na emwanwa adwuma ne kakra I mean eguso a eye adwuma ebefa Ghana fo dodo na abeti ase se nea ye wa ha no look there are some people are me first na bibi hia me kra metimi afra wo mo but enne we cannot call them because oma hunu se ba bi aduru no da bi as I afede aye nwanwa se ya nso ne yebekọ yendi enu achi ensesada Nemom yebekọ so afra kosoro till say yebetra wo mo na afi ya kire wo mo ne yeseso wo mo ye because yentimi ntina Ghana ha ema enipa enye mo bossa yentimi ntina Ghana ha ema emofan ketwa edaache yemfa ntun sensemme yede nkodada ache egura topre yede ye ne ayepe bade ye ne ye ma ene yabusuafo daache de ye secure enu awie eti Ghana ni na waka ne de na asem nye yasem ene ye timam we mu ene kom ede yen His Excellency John Dramani Mahama this very afternoon me through this very challenge ede amount say nyame ya wadum na do 4 years ni wie na se ekom de so da ede Ghana fo a na se Ghana fo do na da so enkran ha a wo mo da kioskum omo da so won kran ha a te se onuni adwuma bia ya wo mo te akeke na se wo anya hwe amfa ho a ene me ne wo ye benya pa because ye sheda toaba edema and okrampo de His Excellency John Dramani Mahama me say time a campaign amount in 2024 na me ye adwuma me ni Joanna Jan Kujo ene ye adwuma and at that point or approaching me no I had no option than to campaign for you. Eti ukra de me so minim ankasa because and someone will catch the Ghana for no as a set ube free so no se na asien tu ye kra po a as a set and sakraye bitimi ba emre bi atwam ena nkofo bi ko hye Ghana for mabunu bo catch am say okada moto a modene nam no ebe se ma brabo enti monto aba enfama in 2020 say you win elections now we are going to make sure say mo amuye okada for mo amuchi moto ene ade nyina no ye be ma mo cars enketenkete. And the New Patriotic Party did that through their organizer at that time, Sami Awuku, Honorable Sami Awuku. Ono su no mujina ne Ghana for this ankomono. His Excellency Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo catch the Ghana for say. Yatisikaso, eti yama ne kwan na ombra. No me sika ni mpia bonten no ma kwan na Ghana fo nyina yendidi on free so ekono ekomo ade Ghana fo kwa na fe na ye west yentimi ntina Ghana ha na amanyofo onfo ma no mfa Ghana fo ho de bia oba no abeda Ghana fo me ba meye sei na ye di he ni akoto ama ye tuma omo wi a adanko da be Mosaye ho na moko ebosha wo share Ghana fo nyina no ma listening nyina from A to Z na se wanya enkran ni bo ofo so ba na ye nyina ya te Ghana ha ubehunu de ebekoso wei ene nsama wodo ane ye ni abre a enu nti awia bia from Monday to Friday ye de sinupen ebre wanya bibia ntia esese ye man no esesa Sasa ya man no esesa because ye bibia ye de sesa ni pass tramu bia no ye Ghana no ye wo bi. Somebody should come out and tell me say amaya wo do omatu mpon no omu wo bibia ye nkwa no ye ni bi enu nti omo mabra ba asesa. The only difference between omo and ye eye adwene no eda yitrim no. That is the only difference. Meanwhile, oba some of our leaders no in terms of formal qualification krano they are way above. It didn't pan a problem in terms of resources. Ye will be a chair womo it identiness as so ye na ye koso e won twetwede because ya adwene se ensentro fa ye okrom ha ye tibon koso adwen fi ahyema sebeba be hyen ye botom ye benya so mfaso no mo aka nyina abrempo a ene enye yasem nano mate se Captain Smart enso ka bie se ena nsentwofo but also ye nsentwoni a o mampani dada John Agyapong penso ye ma wadwuma ye do ko national security exposure o kuta nyina na ho ne ye de ma o efiri ye etu so so ye bi so benefit from aban mama yenka no kre enkyere tumi na matumi enye ne a etene na magana brabo etumpon ye fa me Anthony Kofi Nkumdazi me the editorial ebebrel enne we are going to go into this very book the builder in chief Honorable Ken Agyapong. This is the book that talks about him enti ye bekom na afa ye dimo enkomo na na chiro bibi kakra wom na afa wa hunu se ampa eniema ejina yi mame fast da no Emma Kingdom Herbal Center adwumakuo no se waso asene amiade brewo na Kingdom Herbal Center ye wo nupa wodo bebrebe ye wo Kingdom Ginseng Power Capsules emema ye de no afa Kingdom Tremendous Capsules emma so de no and afa in general ye momodin se ye betimi atu yade kwankron de afri abrabo so ye Kingdom Garlic Bitters and the capsules eno ene betimi aboaye afa Hajia Special Local Foods enso so aboaye aso asene awiai eniema ye hokọ na kodi afa ye no na chi no obetimi abuku yan ahead of time dwumadie bi dawanimu a edi nipa beba bebom ya wo mu hia aduane nko ade a pepa chotonsa efre Hajia Special Local Foods na fe yemra mebo amrepe me the numbers ne be ma na ye de nkomo up next a lion's mentality. See no pain, you can't send ya etie, we are on.
Osho said the greatest fear in the world is the opinion of others. And the moment you're unafraid of the crowd, you are no longer a sheep. You become a lion. A great roar arises in your heart, the roar of freedom. Sheep have no freedom. The sheep live with fear and uncertainty every day. A sheep never leads, a lion never follows. A lion is in complete control of his or her life. The lion does not accept scraps and does not get told what to do or where to go. The lion goes about his business fearlessly and with extreme competence. You will never lead a lion to the slaughterhouse. They will lead you. The lion is the king of the jungle. And it's not because the lion is the biggest. It's not because the lion is the fastest. It's not because the lion is blessed with any great advantage over other animals. It's the mentality of the lion that makes the lion the king of the jungle. What is the lion mentality? Fearless courage. Bravery is a key trait of the lion. The lion will never surrender. The lion will never lie down and die, not even if surrounded by 10 hyenas. The fight is never over until it's over. Maybe you're not surrounded by hyenas. Maybe you're just buried by bills. Maybe you need to stand up for something you believe in that no one around you agrees with. Do not give up. Do not give in. Be fearless in going after what you really want in your life. Maybe you've been at it for years and nothing has worked yet. Maybe you're tired of hunting your goals and seeing no rewards. Do not give up. You must keep fighting. You have no guarantee of success if you keep going, but you do have possibility. There is a chance. The only guarantee comes with quitting, and that is the guarantee of missing out on the life you really want. Keep fighting for the life you must have, regardless of the hyenas. No surrender.
All right, welcome back. Ebrason say ye de editorial no eba na fe ye toa so ekọ yanim. Me say emrepam no ye be ma kwan na fe tiefo ne ahwefo abem. Moma yenye ye ho aduru. Ye ne an ye be ye ho aduru. Because ye say ye tena se am obi abehhehye ye man na mayen a enye adwuma. Enra okọ ye France parliament a wo mo apase new bill. Asa bill no ma pass it into law ebeye adwuma e France memu say undi 15 years there's no way I'll bet me akọ social media untimi enko social media sa man ya ye come asemi kra no wo mo kra de so mo develop in every sector. They are well developed more than us. Omokura transia hunu say social media damage youth no adwene. The next generation social media yi o madwene afri ho. Enti esese omutu ho anamon ba yenye ha de putogum hwegum ni nyina ya de kro na ane ye de ne namu saa na chese ye de ni se ya na ye de eko na ni nyina no ye meka se ye nyen kofo a ye wa kokuduro ye nyen kofo a ye wa kokuduro. We believe in qualifications, but we don't believe in people who has the right mentality and take the right decisions ebema on my way etumpon said ya yehwehwe. And that has been our problem. Enna na meninam eho baby ena meni kobo Kwame A+, Honorable Kwame Asare Obeng A+ ni video bi so. Na asamo na oka nyina ne se yen Ghana ha na ye wo no anytime bia ye kwa choose leader criteria ya ye de ko ene say we are looking for a leader, certain leader ono de ne wo kuje sabrobe a feeling kikawa bia ne ho ono de wiase a oba ye kra no as one kasentie nipa bia da the leader de bia na ne session de bre fam utia ne nan so kra still no aye din no ogina ho one kasa bom tibom. Those are the kind of leaders and whole results and omode amaye eti okaye si sudua say ono there is looking forward say one day Honorable Ken Agyapong will become the president of this country. Na pe ono senya onim Honorable Ken Agyapong eni nkutawudi a wone no edie baby a wone na san akwa koduru no bibia di adanse ese Honorable Ken Agyapong uja Ghana man for 4 years baby odi Ghana begina no ebaburu ya dwen ene ye nti ase so
see the pain
hwe mama yama nyankopon asem ehia yen because debiano ye kwa Bible ma ya yehunu ekwan ya Bible faso eka David asem ohene David kana asem say hey David dear, he's the man after my own heart nyankopon nu ma asem nie but meanwhile when ni plan so no na omu David said David aye dwamanfo woni pani so no mo David said David no otimi kra jai wono ne de to nche no akofo obi de eche se otietia nkofo fa ho de so woni pa ani so ba wonyankopon ani so no nyankopon ehuru se David eye nipa odwene da chinchirima ho odwene da chinchirima ho but ni anyame hwe no enye ho na ya ne nipa ehwe ni wo nyankopon so se wa boni pase ni su ene ne ban eso tie musa ye ho se ye ne ya ye susu ampa se eye nyankopon ni su ban eso ne ye ne ye ana se etese nipa eye ne a enye kra na wo hunu nipa dini nua bro kra still wo hunu se nipa benya sika na ni nua bewu a enya nasem ebi ni galamse etu yesosa e wo Ghana ha ya tena sia asoman enam sesebe yennim ba bia ye keka konti yatimi atena sia ye hwehan ama galamse na se Ghana resources no yebetimi atena sia ama nkofo bi ni aban adi ayi emfinfan oni aban afinfan se kwan bi asona se so omo nso timi nya omo de efiri mu ye tu crude oil e wo Ghana ha adan na no de takrade boys ne nka se yen so no crude oil am ye tu e wo takrade no ho adwuma ne ye ntie ne yen so no akonnua sabia ye fa so akwa ye bi because ye wade nyina ho kwan but enye ni nyina ana ye betimi enti omo de nkonko ye bi eti se womo aye tu crude oil e wo mukrom enkonko di ensuo so se womo kope crude oil ni bi dia adenti na wo a obeka se gold e wo memem enti meme de se de tie bia me kwa kotu bi by force because the so called leader na esese oye proper regulation ema regulation no eso ba mfaso se de be ya mi krom ana ye tu saade we yetu saade wo mikrom no esese minya so mfaso wo matena se hu se mfaso ne ma mfaso no na akogu politicians ye leaders no akomu botom and they are not able to build or come out with any proper policy a ebetimi regulate ye eti ama Ghana for dodo na no aye asobrache eyohia ene ahokere ene ye de ya asobrache ma menkobu kuo na afa yendi enkomo ewa ha na we ene no me wo page 75 ene kutami na page 75 no we say Germany, here I come. Eti we aye honorable Ken Ohene Agyapong time a okodu Germany na owe book na nkasa eye chapter 4 but page no eye page 75 page 76 no or see Germany, here I come and a daho. In the 1970s and 80s, Germany rose in the Ghanaian imagination like a grimy city on a fairy hill, with a little cash in hand and a heart full of daring. Many young men and women longed to cross the seas and return as beggars. In the 1970s and 80s, yawo Ghana for dodo na wamo etu kwan na omukodru Germany memukobọ bra nanso emudodo no ano at a point na che say yesre sika edi free Ghana ha de mane wo mu ansa na kra wo matimi atwa ticket aba Ghana ha tina. That tells you say dodo na ekọ ho no na niema mu eye den edi ma wo mo. And here come honorable Ken Ohene Agyapong. Na honorable Ken Ohene Agyapong do Germany. I say Germany, here I come. And na ode ekoto so na wo hwe paragraph 4. I say the rules, though firm, no longer felt like walls. Germany's immigration system, with its labyrinth of paperwork and precise protocols, had once loomed like a fortress. But with patience, he learned the routes through it with each successful application, each approved stamp, a small but undenied victory. The language once an impenetrable blare of consonants began to yield a shopkeeper's nod of understanding, a conductor's half smile at its correctly pronounced stop. Wey honorable Ken Ohene Agyapong time a okodu Germany na fei otimi eye nkratasem ni bibia to mu kroje ya okokodu Germany na ohe ekwan ya papa no fa so tenase di na fei oye na adwene se anka opese osua Germany kasa ne kakra at a point na fei kasa na ne ho popo afei nkakra akadu baabi no na watimi enya control over kasa no afei otimi dia ya de gi aduane die ene ne ya ne nipa di edwade hu nkutahode die na watimi enya ne nyina nti o shaase se oto ade e wo shop na amanfo ba na so mo pe bibia ekwan ya papa be fa so obebo ntrinko ene ade no. It tells you say ampa ye be pe bibia kodi ene me beye den ene nam kwabrane eturu baabi na ye den e Germany mamu e de amano na ne nyina mo no ama bibia mu na bam eti wo koso e koso. Now I say and can work harder than most would dare. He washed dishes until the steam scalded his hands, stacked shelves in supermarkets until his arms ached, and swept floors long after the city had gone to sleep. And na dwe esromu ana Germany minor apon adwuma nkofo akoda no na Honorable Ken Ohene Agyapong, the next president of the Republic of Ghana, right after His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, ojina Germany mountain so no okuta praye na opra at the point no twitwin kukuom otimi twin kukuom ana afa so hia no akuta ne nsa na bema edi bibia woni tirimu se kamitifia kebia bibia koyie nanso adwene ana woni tirim at that point no ene se baby ametimi atwa esuopo ababedrui esese mitimi di bibi ekofie esansa memba me he enchirima niana wo mo ekomu a se mentimi anfa bibi anko na me de mensansansa sa koduru fie a no kra ne se maye da chinchirima bro etimaye me ho na bre me moja ni na maye adwuma e ma bibi akoyie etine nsadan so hie mu no na da chinchirima no ena na dwene ewo mo so etu okoso a ekoso waya dwumaden kosi se bibia betimi akoyie eduru baabi no ohyehyɛ nneɛma ewo supermarket kwabrane owa ne 10 gram ya se Honorable Ken ni gina watumi se ye mema ye ya 10 gram pa eti 10 gram na ohyehyɛ nneɛma ewo supermarket otimi hyehya na afei ono ankasa na beti no na atoba ha ba ni nyina mo no da chinchirimanti na ewo se okoso anu okoso eti okoso ire no ho emia nani eye adwuma amane amatimi koyie papa no okuta praye prapra ni nyina no oye for da chinchirima. Now I say, however, mastery did not mean surrounding his roots. Even as he adopted, he carried the heat of Ghana in his laughter, the instinct to greet a stranger, the resilience honored on Accra's restless streets. He discovered that blending in did not require disappearing. Eti Honorable Ken Ohene Agyapong, at a point or say udi Germany ebra wo fam ebetoto enkramontene so baby a wo hyase na oye yes Tatra Nazareth PK Rob na fe wo ne ofam ewo Germany man mu a ohunu se baby a wo firi ba no enye ana baby a wadu no so eho eden pa ni nyina mu no obeto akoso na wayire ne ho aye adwumaden se de be ya bibia betimi akọ animu eti eduru baby no oye na dwene so be ya adwumaden a nipa bia ne asase so be ye ene odi ni namu kakakakaka na se de ampanifo eka no se kwabrane woni obi ekontokwa na so ka se mama mensa so entokwa no kra me nkubie mu a enkyere se nipa no ni ahoden enkyere se nipa no de na ahoden ni tumi nyina hye wonsa ebia na nipa no ekwasa da ne ho na waba ekira sem se de ampani kan se abo aponche se okuna duru baabi na ntokwa no mu ya den ma no a okona chikopa ahoden na afi wo de ababa bepem eti Honorable Ken Ohene Agyapong ete woni kuta different mentality say me asasi so ami wei me ntoba ha e obibia mu da na mpo se me toba ha e wo mu mpo a there's no way se me nu me ho se ade a me ba mu de me mba mu biem da bi enti ena me kan Honorable Ken Ohene Agyapong ehun nkomo ane yedie now honest labor, however humble, was the currency of survival and the down payment on a future he could see forming in a distance. Afei ohwehwe mu ano hu se enema wa ye den ama me de nanso ni nyina mu no se metumani na mehwe manim ya mehunu ni se daachi no ekuta bibi papa bi ede ba etimato akoso akomanim said the besia and my papa ebeba. My men for last one after young fancy. Spring turned to summer, and Germany revealed its softer edges. He escaped the city on weekends, standing at the banks of mirror-like lakes, the Alps rising like ancient guardians in the distance. In this moment, he felt the tension between two worlds ease into a rare harmony. The structure of his new life gave him stability. The spirit of his old one gave him drive. Honorable Ken Ohene Agyapong Papay Etuanamon on 2 consecutive occasions said, Opese Otu Frank Adema New Patriotic Party. Na ode toto na brabo time okodru Germany. Na fei ohwe niama ekoso Germany. Nia na tete ne pa ne kasa wontimi ene wo mo enka ne yie. No onsan so ntini yie. To ye na dwene se obebe baabi fofrafa. Na at a point ogina ho na fei ohwe Germany no ohwe America. Na ode toto ho na fei nia edi kan ewo na chi ehye ni nkura ne se bibi foforo ewo nanim so otoko so a en wode namu wa amania no okomu wa Germany no engu na bam se then let me come back to Ghana and rest. Nemom otoko so se ebia na ahakasa na mentima hwe mahuru se America de wo moka brofo entie ne ma mentu anamon na menko ho ena wonam so a ode koye ekopie ho na time a wa amania course wo Germany engu na bam na fe wo tu anamon edi kopie mu ewa America memu no nyankopon nam so edi nkunimdie ebae. In 2023 Honorable Ken Ohene Agyapong made the first attempt say obeye Frank Atuni Diama New Patriotic Party ye boni minim ebo ne to nchen ye ni poso. In 2025 bra wo mote ne nka se o se me conteste pepepe na nkofo ko she kukom fa adwene se now you the top bottom and you the eba said you be ya de be brim na ni so ampa wo mo de no so abe ye ni poso na papa yi akwakotra na chi ya wote ho na afi why di monitor proceedings from afar. Just said you see here our Germany memo or the two anamon foforo no the same thing and na ye he say anamon foforo betimi abem me say in 2028 can is coming. Sinupei ya kano senia etie we are on.
Education is the equalizer because it is still true that the mind is the standard of a human being. No matter how tall you are, if your mind does not work well, you are just a tall fool.
See the pain.
Education is the equalizer.
Have role models, and the role models, they are pragmatic ones. A pragmatic leader like Dr. Kwame Nkrumah.
We live in a world of contradictions. These contradictions, however, keep the world going. Let me explain what I mean. Ghana is a small but very dynamic, independent African state. We are trying to reconstruct our economy and to build a new, free, and equal society. To do this, we must attain control of our own economic and political destinies. Only thus can we create higher living standards for our people and free them from the legacies and hazards of a colonial past and from the encroachments of neo-colonialism.
When you look at the existing infrastructure in this country, about 60% of it was done by Nkrumah in the period of 9 years, from 1957 to 66. And up to now, we've not been able to match what he did.
Our enemies are many, and they stand ready to pounce upon and exploit our every weakness. They prey upon our vanities and flatter us in every kind of way. They tell us that this particular person or that particular country has greater or more favorable potentialities than the other. They do not tell us that we should unite, that we are all as good as we are able to make ourselves once we are free.
I go around the country and I see the works of Dr. Kwame Nkrumah, and he's been my role model.
The Chinese president summons all our presidents, and they summon them. The letters may be polite, but it's summons. They go to Beijing, tails between their legs.
Mr. Speaker, the cocoa farmers, they have reduced producer price, and Erikoboku cannot be found. They don't care about cocoa farmers, and they are here telling us inflation, macroeconomics is ready.
See the pain.
You have done the same propaganda for 15 months. Today, you have been exposed by electricity charges. Electricity Tariffs Act exposing you that you are not doing nothing in government for the last 15 months. You've been exposed by water tariffs that for the last 15 months you are not doing anything in government. Mr. Speaker, business owners are suffering. They cannot pay electricity tariffs. Mr. Speaker, cocoa farmers are suffering because you are struggling to manage the cocoa sector. Mr. Speaker, this is nothing other than propaganda. Mr. Speaker, your government so far is government by propaganda, of propaganda, with propaganda, and full of garbage. Mr. Speaker, thanks for the opportunity.
See the pain.
Education is the equalizer, because it is still true that the mind is the standard of a human being. No matter how tall you are, if your mind does not work well, you are just a tall fool.
See the pain.
You have done the same propaganda for 15 months. Today, you have been exposed by electricity charges. Electricity Tariffs Act exposing you that you are not doing nothing in government for the last 15 months. You've been exposed by water tariffs that for the last 15 months you are not doing anything in government. Mr. Speaker, business owners are suffering. They cannot pay electricity tariffs. Mr. Speaker, cocoa farmers are suffering because you are struggling to manage the cocoa sector. Mr. Speaker, this is nothing other than propaganda. Mr. Speaker, your government so far is government by propaganda, of propaganda, with propaganda, and full of garbage. Mr. Speaker, thanks for the opportunity.
All right, welcome back. Albert Asumani political za adjoining me. Ya ebedi nkomo e osini page media so. One joining e Net 2 TV GH on Facebook, Net 2 TV GH on YouTube as well. But modern say other reaction, send off a comment e be fa wa ba. Ye be kenkan ni nyina e de ama sanso e na obetimi e de afa WhatsApp enso so aba. WhatsApp number no 0240550899 0240550899 yɛbɛgye brɛ akenkan ne nyinaa na yɛatoa so akɔ yɛnim nkɔmɔ ahodoɔ ɛwɔ kurom ha yɛayɛ ba bɛdie na sese no adeɛ baako pa ha baako a yɛnam wɔ Ghana ha ɛyɛ galamsey afei no akyi ne kom enso so kura emu pa anya asɛm ketwa na ne nyinaa no ɛna kyɛsɛ Ghana man pani ahyɛ yɛbɔ sɛ ɔbɛyɛ ne nyinaa ho adwuma eti ananwe ɛna betu dwa sɛ chairman Bernard Entwibo Siako chairman wuntumi wono kra no wakɔ akɔ yɛ yi a kyɛsɛ yɛdi nasɛm ɛma sese no ɔwɔ nsawam na abrantie bi nso na mo akyire ya wɔ kan nsɛm sɛ ɔyɛ chairman wuntumi a nasɛm yi kɔɔkɔɔto yi ɛna ɔna mo ka no ɔhene Agyapong ɛne mpanifo bi akaka ho kra frɛ mampani ka sɛ nkomu ngya chairman wuntumi ɛne adeɛ akyɛsɛ nsɛm bebree na nkɔfoɔ nam a wɔmo ɛkeka Albert Asomani political zadwo ne yɛbɛdi mu enkomo saa nso ɛna OSP enso so yɛde ne krata ɔde call US yɛka ho asɛm afɛdie fie akyire ba yɛnso so no yɛka ho asɛm but ende ya yɛka sɛ OSP eridi America fobrofo no ɔno nso so agiga ntɔde foforo atom yɛbɛhwɛ sɛ ɛno nso so no yɛbɛtimi adi ho nkomo na afei emripem ya makwan matiefo ne ahwefo nso abɛmu yɛdi nkomo kosi no nan ebebo na afei asori dwumadie no so na afei yatimi akọ yanim ewa ha ye fra me Mr. Inkum Albert Asomani political czar atenase opani boko de
Inkum boko na so
nyankopon adom ne mpaebo me nsoso me ho ye pa
ye de nyame ase
na ayi enwum awie de amegiri se wadidi
oh nyame adom nyame adom
wadidi
nyame adom
wadidi
when you am here wadidi o ga say me be ya de adi say wadidi wadidi nyame adom
eno ano no
nyame adom menya bibi adi
eno ano no
na say me no formula na say adi awia ye didi bio
eno ano no ne ya de ada
enti ana anopanso wanidi and when say a formula we is 010
010 na sesi ana ayi Nana Kojo Adey Nana Kojo Adey businessman
yes
or a real estate developer
yes
and if you other businesses and so near there na Nana send bibia na wa ha o say men kan kire say o man ne honhom etawachi
ya da Nana
say o kasa esuro ne hu de yifrim kra
ya da Nana
na ye o man na adwuma so o man ba
ya da Nana
no bibia be kama
won say Nana Kojo Adey no me ye sure say ono no nyame amma no adoma chede esronko de wo no baby a wonante a wotehwe no ho no de bika ne twam enti se ono akan ya confirm de me hye Nana ne Ghana nyina abo se ya be adwuma de ama Ghana
wo se me ye kra na me pe Bible bi na me so in dako
ene
adwuma na
Bible da me kan me tene e be ya ma focus nko yimra
some show in focus kwa camera na chi no gina na se aso ni se bibia no se aso in
sa ne so bibia e kama
sa pepe
ye de Ghana honhom no aye adwuma because if you had him Senkum said the other not can de bia no Ghana himfie ne ha
Ghana himfie
ye ni Ghana hwambo
ai ntina ye no ye bon hwere makra e ko bebe
so say Senkum you see yet na ha na se yedi nkomo a unu say Bible e ka asem say onipa na tamfo kra no omomudi kan ye ne fiefo edurumre bi a na osore na se ubom paye na odwen se de ebe ye adwuma na ne matimi akoso ama company ya fa ne ntoma pefra utumi se wadwen mu fine
yeah
unni obia ho adwenbone na de ya ne se sometimes nipa na wo sorry a wo hu nanim ana na ekoba no wo twe wo san ehu enti but Senkum ewie be se me hye wo nkran se wo sorry a menwi nipa ho adwenbone memfa adwenbone bi an hye wo mu fa utimu fine nante ma o conscience enye wo guide there's a proverb you say clear conscience fears no allegations. So what do you find when be nipa ho bone a o the pressure to omo a time
I adwene bone no so
na wo no o koso sa se o da spirit na nzankum bibia ni ho a wo ya enye yie na bompa ye said ye o dwen afoforo ho na wo bompa ye ma afoforo no amna bia obi betu ama no sa nipa ne nikanto
on one to
nyame oni hwamoda
anwa no
because nzankum nyankopon let me tell you so oni bibi ode ye mbe ya ankasa asi wo me maso
kama je hwe wa ha
ana ye san wo gidie se da ye beko no so a nyankopon o ma ye 1 minute kra anka ho
yeah
until then no man born of a woman can bring you down.
That's it.
And that is the spirit.
That's it. Just as they be honorable can ni share or can.
Exactly.
Nipa de enyu bi aho adwem.
There be that.
Bibia wo ye bia no. Nyagidie se adwene kuta wonti. Wo ya abeyi. Se ya adwen papa nko ade a wo ya abeyi.
Why not?
Ne mom sa adwen bone kakra wom dia. Obebre pa.
Obebre. Sometimes I na eye ya say abontin so for tatao enkrofo threaten udwane kofie nso a na fiefo so pamo kwa abontin se kone yenkobo
die bentia
eye questioner o answer enye yie but misenkum saade no emu nipa abem
sa
enkwa yeti ha ye hume fofofu enye nipa de awo
there be
nipa ntumi ma obi de nipa de ma no oton ye togu cylinder ye de esi uhiri mu oxygen bana obekọ ICU so various hospitals oxygen ye de esi o ma no ye yi o free hospital ho a ye prepare bill the mom
sa
etiam fan averagely say obi oda hospital ya ma no cylinder mienu e cost no ebia 250 cedis a day. Multiply that by June year term by 30 ASN.
Buburuja.
Then 22nd July for 22 days account. So June July and Kwanka bet me as survive.
Debi.
But I made a chow.
Cause us come me party me.
Dear who may and also the natural one I just said. Who here tube be am be de be show him. It means young fadwen papa nante. Na nipa mfani nwa ho adwembone na nipa ntimi ntwa ntro nto so ade a wonya e wo sei mitwam na nkum sisei misenkum obi o yesa ade ni bia ni huhum papa
sa
se unka e wo so waka onya e wo so waye all because misenkum me se enipa anim favor na mehwehwe de a ene nyame ma ne mpare me because enipa betimi ayo oden
nipa ntimi nya ohwe Bible cross no me enkan
do de no to nipa so ena wonu apoya ndo nam kumase a wo tie mu because na the campaign ene ne da so se ne chairman wuntumi e man iska de akoye campaign ene chairman akoto why mo bododo entime nso me ma me re ankohye nipa mu e wo me se nyame yusu nipa de nyame edi nipa ehira nipa but untumi blocking yankopon hira no as a nipa say nyame pese o yusu Mr. Nkum di shira Albert and for that matter ma men clear Nkum fi ho se de be yankopon shira no entimi nuro mi ho ne kwa de oboa
be ma me poison kra no kwa na be ma se
o si mu be no ma wudro nso mungu
sa ne te Bible ne ma wo mu
ye de Daniel kotu jata mrem that an ye se o jata no nko weni nku no utie eyewitness ma me bi na no ka sa so o si jata ba akokra so de sa beto Daniel so bi za nse ne wedi dia ye de Shadrach, Meshach and Abednego ekogu ejafunu no at that point you know him the book at Nebuchadnezzar said who said there is another person with them in the fire na emu ayete se studio ha ejanum no
yeah
na emu ayese nyunyunyunyunyu die nyankopon hira no ye moni dua se o pese one counter nyankopon rafa touch his anointed one
o say ye wa bontin na me complain say awode
sir
but ye ba ha na
I was here question I want to
So eti nyankopon enema woye no
nipa ntimi nti ase
it's just a matter of time.
Futu ogeke ana me dey maye.
Just a matter of time. Sinipen so dey aba na aba o.
Oh there be.
Sinipen aba na aba.
Na ube ne dey.
Sinipen no aba.
Ube ne dey.
Wo ye ne hwia enye ti me ha ho.
Enti o de afutu a me dey ma on say. Mpanifo bu bedu say wa ma wo yonko antwa nkwa. Won so ntwadu. Men tenase enipa emfa obi ho tan show mu. Me onipa nya obone. On kasentia o one won kontokwa but what fa nipa ho adwen de aya dwenbone na wonam de nyankopon nhyira o
nyame nhyira o
Pentecost chairman no the video be am ta share my status pa apostle nyame che o say me nature bitterness e wo mu because you die before your time when nature bitterness a growth say poison e wo nipadua nu ana me ade ba ko ame menya obone na se wo time a ana se oye me ade a ehye me din eye Yesu Kristo the apostle na me che say if you think say wo nipa time wa go ask Jesus Christ. People didn't hit him alone, they persecuted him.
That's it.
Ebedu maybe nipa be kan asema won ya to so nipa be but me meti hwe opa ka me ho asem bone e wo ba bia kire nipa sa nipa na wo ka me ho asem bone ache ontimi mo ame
da be ontimi kran
ontimi nya me hwe me nkwanya ne dia ono anga sampo de ne dia na nka pese me de what you say at the end of the day no die nyankopon akape and the best stand who can Luke 21 verse 33 or say heaven and earth will pass away e so ne asase betwam ade ba ko ntwam e nyankopon asem eno de beti mo hoda sa wo do hu tu nyankopon so a ade nyina be diaboa o e be wie bisanko
Albert Asumani political za eno no sinipen aba ti momianya adwuma na yanko ani mesanse edu awie aha na Ghana nyina tie aha na wiase nyina etie na wo be yi afro no wagede ye pa na ahwe yanko ani na afa ye mbobra ena OSP ede krata bi ba bonten concerning and krata a free USA courts ebaye na womo atrotro nsem bi sempatro mbetimi de atoso ana afa intentem yenkwa no so na yentoa so eso ewa ha eda so aha eti eno na da so kama ewo no mpatro join yen na yenyina no yenya ho adwuma because krata we no ye Ghana krata OSP yenyina ye ni da so ano no se okofa orua ye friend say
Kenneth
Oforiata ede no aba na afi ye hunu nia ewo mu na de na ekọ anyway eti oyamu a eno na wa hai o say the office of the special prosecutor OSP has taken note of a transcript of hearing purportedly emanating from an immigration court in the United States involving Mr. Kenneth Nanayao Ofori-Atta, which is being circulated by some media houses. Williams Otenha. Otenha. But I'm so young quantity. Oh, yeah, to maybe a I say media houses suggesting that Mr. Ofori-Atta has not been credibly charged in Ghana or credibly shown to have engaged in any wrongdoing in Ghana. The OSP stated in 16th June 2026 that it is not involved in immigration hearings in the United States involving Mr. Ofori-Atta, and that the OSP's involvement relates to extradition proceedings against Mr. Ofori-Atta through the Attorney General as the central authority. The OSP reiterates that the extradition packet is not before the immigration court. The credibility of otherwise of the criminal charges against Mr. Ofori-Atta is a matter for determination by the courts in Ghana, which have jurisdictions to determine his guilty or innocence. Such matters are not determined by an immigration court in the United States. The OSP states that it is important to distinguish between three separate legal proceedings involving Mr. Ofori-Atta. 1. United States immigration proceedings, which concern Mr. Ofori-Atta's immigration status in the United States. 2. Extradition proceedings in the United States, which will determine whether Mr. Ofori-Atta should be surrendered to Ghana under the relevant extradition treaty. 3. The criminal prosecution of Mr. Ofori-Atta in Ghana for corruption and corruption-related offenses before the High Court, Accra. The OSP reiterates that Mr. Ofori-Atta remains the subject of criminal proceedings in Ghana, which are before the High Court, Accra. A valid warrant of arrest has been issued by the High Court, Accra, and Mr. Ofori-Atta remains a fugitive from justice in Ghana. He is required to submit himself to the jurisdiction of the High Court, Accra, to answer the criminal charges pending against him. The criminal proceedings in Ghana shall continue in accordance with applicable law and the directives of the Accra High Court. Whether or not Mr. Ofori-Atta is present in Ghana, Mr. Ofori-Atta remains the subject of criminal proceedings in Ghana, and there exists a valid warrant of arrest issued by the High Court, Accra. Mr. Ofori-Atta remains a fugitive from justice in Ghana, and he is required to submit himself before the High Court, Ghana, to answer the criminal charges against him. Until 21st July 2026 and OSP Edikrata we de aba until openi chechemu and afi to ansem so
yankum say okay say nra enkoma yedi wa ha concerning the immigration court of US and okay say enema omde beto nanim no hu anything criminal in it ana security edi hu komo em say no na special prosecutor tia o kan wa say say sa issue na ewo immigration court no enye ono special prosecutor na handle sa case no na sa enema no attorney general department ana omo handle
yeah, the central authority.
So afraid they say what state central authority
in a baby could be union.
I mean, say in Ghana you cannot do prosecution without the attorney general. By law, no attorney general na say we prosecution through him, so he has to authorize you. And to police work crime the nipa court prosecution here, they take instructions and advice from the attorney general. Sometimes cases see the fire investigation in area, no, then they write to attorney general for advice. What I say? Enti say OSP can say the central authority ayejitum. You say ni tumi ni nyina no ho in the fiba apem into the mawa or the amawa farmer wa untumi nya ho hwe sanete. Enti na o chechim say yewura Ken Ofori-Atta no Accra High Court issue arrest warrant say yafa nkoche no na omrabe yi nsem bia no a criminal case against him. Now as we speak in there, Ken Ofori-Atta remains a fugitive from justice. That is will be a wire bonia. Yeah, we na wo dwane. Ofa ha no afa. Na misenkum yen nya lawyer for. Nti se hwesa ne ma we nyina enne niema ya witness in several cases. As we speak, Ken Ofori-Atta onim the charges.
That's it.
Ono ankasa na OSP ene ne lawyers din komone ade no. As you speak, yen fa charge bi ambon. Onim the charge. Enti se OSP ani abre pass up person yes our case we are. Can't he continue at the court without Ofori-Atta's presence?
Say no na waka say eno de ebekọ so atoa so whether wabo anaso on buy.
Enti na anko so
near aka immigration issues no. Enso so ye whether say Owura Ofori-Atta the current status says he say no ye united or you know. And
the last ever told Ghana say American immigration a grantee Ofori-Atta permanent residence for America.
That's it.
I am man a green card. Enti the status no also shy then. In fact, it will not be in the interest of Ghana to tell America say obi wo ho oni resident status etimon fa America. America ankasa cry interested in that case more than Ghana. What I say? How? Say obi ko tell America, no ni America for nkrata. Enye sa ni pan country baka chen so abrantie yo ho ni mun nkrata di mo fa America. America baka chen so ni nkrata kokrom. They are working properly there. And to say Ghana immigration officer oshia foreign na ya mo ti sere sika ya was a roll down crash ache discuss jekodi immigration officer say na mukrum ha ebi timi hu sa ayi enkwara yi foreigners no ma me no papa obete kwa hu ya o mu fi krum ha ya mo sere sika no wa che discuss no okọ
yeah.
But American immigration officer on kan tell say wu fi ha but tra ha. And it is in America's own interest anka omo edi Ofori-Atta ba Ghana say uni yi or the saying proper legal resident status of America come the number. It doesn't lie in the mouth of Kencity Agyapong or any other authority. Ana extradition no Mr. Nkum say extradition treaty na o kan ho asem. Esese wutumi boni pa no kwadu na ode ne boni awaye ekoto court nanim se nipa na ye A B C D E eye boni ewo mi krom na saye boni so wo nsu krom tie den mo fa nemra. You see sometimes ade bi wo ho a last na ye ka extradition time o mo pass LGBTQ mo ka say emo de ashem say nipa na ye kwa no odwane a ye be extradite nipa de naba ana me ka say you know so obi be ye LGBT wa ha na so odwane kwa America form fanema because what is a crime in Ghana no may not necessarily constitute a crime in America. It's what you say you be involved in LGBT or Ghana high a crime. America so yaji atu enti sa court extradition we no law and apply to say nipa no. It has to be the same in both countries. Now, it is a you know I'm the koi. Charge at the board. Yes, cyber fraud or say whatever. Sadiano, America a bonne kese. And it's a bonne one. It is an man, it's me, be a foul. Ghana for ya so confused from time I bought the former finance minister, Ken Ofori-Atta say why bonnet or cases to answer all the time. Salom Kano cases to answer on or the saying SML National Cathedral blah blah blah. I can't be brave, but no a charge and a charge. And now me say na Ken Ofori-Atta ne lawyer Bako Kasa one radio station. Eka say Office of the Special Prosecutor has not been able to read the charges of Ken Ofori-Atta to them. Enti nipa na ohwehwe no ohwehwe ne so oba na no na abetoto and now person which you see special Office of the Special Prosecutor a noble office one of the offices are create ya Ghana for both say okrum ha especially time or the saying Matiamidu
e buy no
ekoto ho as Office of the Special Prosecutor. But if there is an institution in Ghana ha Mr. Nkum mabamu bu o ho amalusi hope ewo mu a Oma say Ghana sika Office of the Special Prosecutor. E ka Ghana abo our Office of the Special Prosecutor. Me sure say se ko hwehwe mu a and no be chain emfaso aga na anya office office no
na so no de obremu no anya ye so de anya omo ase eye na na do danko akufo-addo na si office no embra no de aba
ana de aba
etu obi abebremu na obremi na na
da bi me blame na na do because
na dem omo ye man abebremu
the intention of the office is good. The intention of the office is good.
The good nene say.
The good nene say. Ye the sa office no. Not the main motive ni say. Politically exposed people are on the committee crime no. Sa office no nebe handle.
Te se ni achema wuntumi case ye nanka adwuma ya de be no.
Yes, now why yes investigation no because who say ye won crophobia. Said na no ne ka say cases number so ama attorney general nensa emubu eti here special officer ono de see the abanduma ama wa ba be ye wa wie sika wa di say and ten na so oyo investigation na so odi for a prosecutor ne do ko enti sa office ne de tama de Matiamidu kura ba no that na Matiamidu nso no akeka bi a kire John Mahama 1 ni na ban mu fo ntina amafo kwa adwen se do na akufo-addo ba be yisu Matiamidu e de aba be we chante President Mahama ne appointees ano matwa mu no bisekum from 2017 2018 it was 2018 and they enacted Special Prosecutor Act no ebesi ene. Are you proud of that office? I'm yet to see a Ghanaian.
Sa question person na do yi anu ansa me nso me yi anu.
We say who Ghanaian or best original say or you proud of the office of the Special Prosecutor. Because Mizankum akoye say Matiamidu be kasa no koye Matiamidu kwa no ye gise jabe ndie. Press conferences upon press conferences, press releases upon press releases. Kasa tintin toponko. Anka, I just wanted to see, say, yeah, the Kenefurata case akoto court I try in his absence. Say the lawyer for Nka say you will be tried in absentia. Nanka ye ni asem. Na court muli say, yan fan court mfie say no why bone ABC. Say the adwo da ye kin kan chema wuntu me de me nyina ati bi no. Nanka ho no ye nya ya kwa court hwehwe Kenefurata de na ba say Branebe je bonus worker to but this time around, that is not what we are seeing. That office has become officer. They engage public in more than legal issues. As I say, na Matiamidu, and make issue say, the last time I met here, office of the Special Prosecutor Crown. It depends more on. I shall some 300. I am more every logistical support
allowances incentives ya keke ka ho nyina wo mo
bibia reason America say e car ya boss our office no as on mine no e be do so acha mfaso a o mine nya
ene e wo senke Jesus can free na nado
and America say
because na nado na de bae enna ye nyina ye wo krom ha
yes
enna one of the one high issue I mean Rebecca said politically exposed issue and then an answer
yes
you didn't pay akwakotum ono any political party asori a adwempo na party ni wo ntokwa party ni person omokono anka ne papa mu anka no na abamu
yes
nti eba ne say no mo ye press conference ene na mam keka nsem
nso bisankum say o hwe office say that me kan na Ghana fo nyina e wo gidie say
be ye adwuma pa
sa office no eba betwe nkrofobia ye de omaya adwuma shop nsa no mafa ho de ayeye anytime I say the intention there it was good say yan famra na separate because the reason we needed an independent prosecutor on your political appointee what I say the bear because attorney general ativoye when you assign you say two offices they are combined you attorney general office no a minister of justice and attorney general and for be kind the past we have to decouple that office. Let the minister for justice stand alone and let the attorney general be a non-political person so that all your prosecution are with me but yet the yakabum enti untumi nhwe Dr. Yini anim na onko prosecute the young minister
ti no ba wo beja binum
o ti ase enti yampe independent prosecutor ono no yamko konya political influence won so nanka onye se adwuma no so that ye de abadwuma show say wan kasa do say eh wan nye ni yi a ochena betimi atwe wabo so. But that is not the case. As we speak, the office of the special prosecutor, it is becoming redundant. It is veering off the intention that our office. It is becoming of no use to some of us. And ayesana ebu ya bem ema ye nyasa GDN wo institutions aye nyina ye pese ye be build say Obama ba 2009 be ka say ye hia stronger men. But they have stronger institutions. Now, who said office of a special prosecutor no or yena juma ama politicians ne omo ya momo abaya juma omo diga na sika nyina no. I can conform. Mr. Ngum, me I will be one of the happiest people if and summer office of the special prosecutor atro aka afa Kenneth Nanaya Kuntum Krunku ofori atahun your former finance minister yaka afa no nyina ase no kromom na said that court be hwehwe ni semu aye de ya pa ka se yemfa nkotum no that day I will be happy because you know say me I am one of the people I am against people using office a public office to enrich themselves ye ma wa ban adwuma nko a de amisankum na se wo share ho na wo be ye dia and no way untimi ntina aban adwuma na wo fa nya private business and find rich with no family. Yet, she why found cotton. The same thing now can say, maybe a semi fish through by and you can once. Yeah. So, want to mean not public institution, near your penny or a bay jumu. Now can say, oh, and I'll bet you cocoa. Open so rich manner, go and establish your private company. And then the Ochina Koto Bentley, Ochina Koto Rolls Royce, Ochina Koto Cybertruck. You who now Timo and amount fans. Like I say, yes, hard work pays. Yeah. But a young man telling my boy, why I beg my show, Monsa. No one be digana sika. No one got to talk to Tadaya, Sissi, are dying. They wish you now and for I got also who are more brother. Some for the I am against them. So me, I'm not looking at political party color. Uforiata hair, so on Koyen this near, and that's MPP near, where you're born in the fan into. I don't want to like mix political issues and criminal issues. We are a party near me. I will be happy say ye ma wa banjuma obebo brapa. Now they are party name. Now you are a party ni na so Korea de dia. E no kura no say nkum say abusuya na ofima wo gbo abusuya na nimu asa. Enti once our minister near the aban sika asha wonsa enye ni other minister finance minister Ghana ye dwetire ni ya call him mabosi Kenya na asha wonsem e ma ne be kwa ejina wo so ankwa ejina wo so enti say oye bone nko ade a enti na make say I will be happy to read the charges and the abo oforiata say you are involved in this, you are involved in that, you are involved in this, you are involved in that, why you wait, and for that matter court fanitu and asem an interest scan na ka fi asem na hyase edi no oforiata court and a lawyers court na attorney general kwara office of the special prosecutor and so court ni ya call the full whole of the case ni edi ni ebu asem no ni ekobua wie dey so oforiata asem no humbo mu enti bra na bese nkoda nsawam na ebi a ukwa a woni chema wontumi mu nkobo ho a eno no ye nya be wo sampa why then why ye bodwuma awie what won self hu kasa on oforiata case Mr. Nkum is becoming one too many and now oforiata this oforiata logistics ni ink ni niam e dia print oforiata niam na airtime ya waste on that case e okrum ha no o quantify wontumi ntua wo so about there what I say enti young encourage office of the special prosecutor and say omomo kasa nya kitwa bi na omomo madwuma enye bebre na omomo adwuma na ese fatasa office no so omonye devoid of politics. He should work without fear or favor.
Okay,
so adia chem say nkum me sorry na say office of the special prosecutor wako court wako dibem the former finance minister Edifua SSC na ye bomb ye boa wo ye kofa ne ma no be serve the term because he is not bigger than said now Tamakuru. He is not bigger than Chema Untumi. He is not bigger than Chachuchi Kata Noma. Any Kwampe Pranum ne Victor Solomon Numa, Emribi Echem, Yedisa save and back causing financial loss to the state, Edom Kubu Fiasano. Kenneth Nanaya Ufuriata, he's also not bigger. And Jens Traho as Ghanaians. You see, Ghana need be also better now. Say Obiaya born in Wedi Ghana's cancer, they say the ban. Also now I check who.
Albert Asumani political za and I'm no din komo okay ho ewo man 107.1 FM so afi NAP radio 90.1 ehon so wa join yen ewo ho ya yedi enkomo Kingdom Herbal Center and aboye me yedi dwumadi ebrewo yedi Kingdom group papa ne yedi aba ye wo Kingdom tremendous capsules ema esiesie ma eyi nkabone na afi eniema enya katoa nyina free ho sanso ena Kingdom garlic bitters and then the capsules no and also so eboa etu yade ase deku afei eno na chi no esanso eboa ematese eniama ekoyie de mani pebia wasase so ebi ene se odi a wuti wiase na se media yade we abetra me so me yahwe anye yie me pa chaw eye garlic bitters and then the capsules ho nkomo na yedie no ma ebi nko wedie num eno ano no ebetu yade na se enu achi na be sa bo ho ban e bibia wo ye bia mu yade bia ntimi ndu su sa biem afa ye wo Kingdom ginseng power capsules bema obia nim adwuma ginseng eye wo nipadua num enti bomoden se onsoso nsabeka bie na aboa emane ma timi akoyie de ama ba bia to adro bia kwa onsabeka bi nemom se utun dodo aton afra ne ani nkomo was 0275 804 064 0275 804 064 na fe onso woni ending komo enso so ewo saso ena Hajia special local foods enso so aduane panyina efie me pa chaw edu awia edu anopa anwumere eho na Ghana fo dodo no a edidie isanse na aduane ho ete na aduane e de afei ore kwan a woni fa so ye aduane no nso so a hye nkran pa me pa cho se wo ye Ghana ni ebia na ayiye bi da wanim abedin tu obi dwumadie kase bi da wanim a edi nipa twetwewuro nipa pepiankoma na ebeboa no ampa cho bo modern se onso ubetimi ede abeda ye na afei yabenu aduane ede amawo Hajia special local foods ewo modern setup ampacho si ye na si wona wankasa no woni boso a behunu se Hajia hyemanuonyam enipa bebe nyina behunu se odwune nipa ho na wo odo me pacho fo ni kire ya hwe ye na afa bedidi afa se obefre ama ya sanso ene wo edinkuta ho pese obuku ye ahead of time a frɛ yen ewo 0246 359 921 0246 359 921 na afei one Hajia special local foods enso ending komo Albert Asumani political za eguso tinkonwa so now enene na ansa ya yede chairman Untumi ekotumu akire no na afei enema bebre ene frimu abana enne nipa ba kwa wono nso so press obetimi ababeye edom anoboafo de ama New Patriotic Party former Tema East member of parliament in the person of Honorable Titus ni Glover and wono nso so kase na papa na semo a wo kan se nokra ne se His Excellency John Dramani Mahama ni NDC aban no wo mo mpekroye wo mo pasomdwe wo Ghana ha enu ntino mde chema Untumi akotum no na se yenyina ye beka ya ono wako parliament 2 times na owobi and the likes of Honorable Haruna Idrusu Honorable your friend is saying lands and natural Kofi Amaboa eka ho any other MPs o maka eje double salary but nana do dan kwa akufo-addo tena ho din no se da bio nkofo we no mekoche wo ma wo dadoma no etiminya che wo pepepe de bakrom chese yenya asomdwe enema was spare womo or the chair na den na mo nko de mo ba ya chema untumi odadoma no na mo spare na mo de na akwakotum mo ya mamoyefo enu
misal sa de na ado ye no mo bi am na ba so ya de wote ase
se oba asomdwe ho ba
asomdwe ben you see enya boni nyina you see we should know punitive measures no enye ni nyina na prison wote ase yes see atwe obi aso a enye ni nyina na prison last week na me na amoka say young girl here ya jeli ni so onkodam for 1 year say wa kodidi president amako kamibi aban betimi aka say court betimi aka say yamfa no nkoto police cells kra for afe ono anopabia yamfa no pra street so anopabia yamfa no pra club without so okoda nsamom what you say ana say yamfa no bontua se wujitu mu say nipa na de na oyeye no na ye bone na emom umpese odo akoto afiase a let them refund the money if possible with interest. But you can't say we boss some hu by ntino nipa no one act na or perpetrate here nankasa in itself is a crime. Enti se won fa ne nkoto mu asika no na sebi usu ko twa be na wo ansam ho no anya ntwa upieto usu ko ka ho dabi se nipa na jisika no na se won fa ne nkoto mu a mane ntwa na back one wa fo sika na di one fa na nkoto mu enti wote ho no won se wo kra no wonni asim bia wonu ma na beka my mother na akufo-addo abase say sa double salary for no decision no take you ho no eye good. I am, you see, custodial sentence is not the only punishment. You bet you are trial na court akase sikano mo amagiji skali nyina no muntria. Fortunately for you, nipa na a member of parliament abai say tuaneka what is stopping government to hold their salaries? The first kind of mom fancy.
So mamu yahu de sesia no manfo esore eye demonstrations
and until na akufo-addo ofa akodo opon kroma ene fatemu eyomu information ministers no. So you tell the people what they have done. That is how yeah governance. Mamu me anya say any man farm 4 legs good 2 legs bad. Obi akwa for mobile phone. You na kwa for 10 years. Na obi edi Ghana sika for a whole 4 years. Waji sika na live kwa. Wasana na parliament. Ame mama na beti so. You are telling us na akufo-addo bo asimdwe huma. Asimdwe ben. Asimdwe ben huma na no obo. You see sometimes when they do that, they compel us to say okay, we should person we be. Instead of we are and went to me anyere we no ana. Mama me anye jeso. That decision was bad. You should have set certain precedent to serve as a deterrent to other public officers. Say, a man sika de, want to me friend ni kwa. Intimacy no. Yan fa nkotu. Let him refund with a compound interest. No ntua nipa ne sa hye wonum, boso ne hutua naka. Obi say na metifie ha. Na se ma ye bibi am na bo company ka. Na company say, Albert ubetua for scanner balance men fama. Bosume so anyam salary ne fa na de tika
sa na tie
entare na montumi e mantumi anye sa de na mo say ye amuye MPs no mo dawson enti mi for mo nkotum obi anka say fa ne kotum ye kura no de kotum obesa be de nyama ye because obesa the taxpayers money akoto aduane ama na di won sanwam o you enjoy that time I want to be called prison prison numbers no increase here
increase
aduane ye no loan ka ye fa bi nka ho
ya de be beka
enya Ghana scan e de koto
sa na tie
enti yan jisika no fini we mo ntua. All those people are having properties, landed properties. Government can seize some of the properties.
And no,
to defray the cost. And Crawford, you see, Mr. Nkum, ya jiche politicians who come here. Ama be nya, and no me catch up. Ama be nya omo partner. I say, partner your insurance. So any criminal can also join the party and become an NDC person. Or koye bonea, yes, they be back room. Na me no mienu bisa ho se me no mienu bisa nkum se ye kotua sika mpoma ba na sa ban man tax se ye ntua na se ye ntue ne ye charge and tax evasion a ye de ho beche
dabi
ye de ye nipa ye nya obi ama ne nye dede enti ye sa ne de ye titi se ganti ye fo ye nkotum na politician do ye bone a na the political party abeta na chi eye sa enhye nkran what you say obi ordinary person to become a form a common general. What obi board ye be amze e come one twist a tour me si su ofie no kom wem e ko twa board ye okotu banch ya e come but sani pa ni ko gina kota ni na ko 5 years 10 years na obi abisika ayewo all the electronic trail yewo records ni nyina ho say ampa bosumi we ogiye bosumi we ogiye bosumi e wo ho dipa ni deny o say de beba
hwe MPs salaries are omoje na her ministers de omoje e ho incentives allowances wagini nyina de abobo
aside salaries
de beba
4 years so a ya sign man esgasha for ose chairman sabosu example why parliamentarian for 28 years in the 7 terms say every term bia you want 100,000 and just 700
which a bronzo so
oh say me fan on the louvre
now you know say 400 or so
more than that now even presidential staffers government appointees at Jubilee House every time they were taking more than 300,000
wonderful
those people minister special assistant near the adenokran term and they were taking more than 300,000 Ghana cedis.
Hey, and the honorable Oseche Mensa Bonsu. Owo ho na se party ka se onisika the national okon wo de be kwa akoye dia we di party na bro power.
Ese nkono kura timi bo abibi besia. Ese nkotimi bo
da bebesia de so o kan sa support kakra na.
Na fa so wanya BP hu. Fa Chairman Sabonsu gina benkum, the fa BP gina nifa. Na bisa se Chairman Sabonsu any MPP ho na nya na yonko ho mfa so. Obeka se MPP nya Chairman Sabonsu was a fast one.
Papa said there was 7 MPP party no el parliament.
Ni nyina kenken.
Sorry gina opa no
kenken kwa. Uko kase we ewo a year or the sense swami a. The way magazine for the tools to be chase you abebo. Odo pa ko gina swami. E ko kase Chairman Sabonsu ayade. As we speak, swami interchange anyene isi ho.
Kono kra ni sika krobeti me.
After the 28 years no anyene Chairman Sabonsu doesn't have anything to show. I was swami. What I say? It is say obi aye bone as MPs are double salaries in Mizenkum. Me ni na akufo-addo nya adwen enne ochena kan. He could have found a nice way to retrieve all the money from the people on from jail. Because sebi nipa no wan fa ne pe unim jema sa na ema ne buy and say yes say we MP now you minister. Oje one salary. Either you take the minister's salary or you take the MP salary. You cannot take the MP salary and also take the minister's salary. That is why constitution no say majority of your MPs your ministers you should appoint them from parliament. Ojunya fana automatically yetua ne kadada. Okay. The only people yetua moka issue bi anihu e ye obi a ya fa minister onye MP. That one you pay. The reason why double salary buy and say they were taking their ministerial salaries and at the same time taking from parliament, of which a monument doesn't say so. That is the reason why a copile
intinanka bone money ntwem nti still an you betimi ayen kofo no wadu said ya chairman would yes yen hwe na san kofo nso
betimi aye but as you know akufo-addo mpa anya ajo mama no be
Albert Asumani political za and I'm no edin komebra so se ma kwan na tiefo ne ahwefo enso ebem ebra aka wo yanim 20 solid minutes ya the fan ebe peke course na afa ya the fan no enso so ama sabata the ababe messages no ya to aso numbers we 0240550899 make sure say o friend no onko gina radio no ho ana TV no ho se utie ha ese be ha me entity ho e phone no so. Hello, good afternoon.
My friend Kum.
Sinopen
ye kan san ye tie no a
wo din ba bia afrefri na mintie o
me kasafi suhum ye femina na kwesi esare okachiri
nana me enko
yo ne din kan na me hira mo pa na fe honorable so the base incoming president and our flag bearer maybe obi anya me hira no me chia friends of Kencity ko manyina hwe ne amoka no yen nana akufo-addo metimi aka ne oya abahyeproye adenti na meka na sa nipa nya wo gidi eye campaign boa ma obedi tumi 2017 ana yehu se abaya etwa mu na seso mo san te so no won ye bone te se na moken embre nyina kire se twonwaso na ma wontua wanye ana to na ne won ba benya tumi ene hwene omoye benet entwebo sia kwa fa no wontumi omo embre na dina emma MPP phobia nkasa embre na dina indi no ochile bi.
Okay, Urasari Esifom. Hello, good afternoon.
Hello.
Good afternoon.
Hello.
Sinupe.
Hello. I can't say it here. Mr. Mfu. Mr. Stephen Kumasi. Your friend, Mr. Dumensa. I will show me come up. She done to dear. You hit it dear. And young first, movie so I mean, do it. Because you say, you might be vacant TV soon. So you say, I need the best I come home. I think I could put in to sell only habits. Since 1992, my father is his library. But some train minister, president, and a big pan no sika. I know what you ma or whatever, yeah. What might you be pretty abua or man? Many the Mr. Apaternity, you will be Biasa. President, you, why you, why plan it? Question minister here, question fear, why? And in your coin, or how your money? The baby school 6 years as a medical science laboratory. Applying that money, it has become a bet. You know, look at the premier intimidante.
Opening us now, Maboto. Hello, good afternoon.
Afternoon.
Sinupe.
I can't say it.
We did baby are free. Me too, Mauneso.
Ali.
Aha, Yanko.
Because every noon of the German, you German Papa Canada, your Agyapong. And the other say, Nana to send your papa up on the kind or your back up on the papa. Sending in 2017, 20 compare if I hear what and I'll go. Oh, Nana to buy, got up 3 years, man, send up for all of them. Let's go. Empty the where I have to be. Manifest Canambra, they want to meet manifest Canambra. I can't. That's one that they're going to go. Yes, I buy you mamma, I hear my even a pension of fire made in the sun and I'm just here. You're not to about your particular. That's why I can't find. Now, we got on the year. School of can't one of your son after night. Over this kind of the table. You know, I want to meet you. I don't know why I'm a party. Why am I not going
to also be hello, good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon.
Sinupe.
Senator Pepe.
We did baby are free, Namintio.
Your family, Abusiado from the Casafi soon.
Hey, Abusiado from Namintio.
Okay. Okay, me forward video with the Chia chairman, Afasi, or NDC chairman. I ever said dedicating us on to Abama. Share, open Gazia. Nintia, and if you do drop a bit, social media can be a wolf, say, Nanado can be. GPA in your papa say, at the Bonia, this is 4 years, and how GPA what papa say, or bar, or them brother, Mongo Pano, would be Pia and Bram. I'm more power any must throw when people or can't be like in because you won't say people in this long only about Chema would me we. First send a being soon come see a big, you know, your Kumana, get my brother 15 years. Would you 1 year? You do each amount to me. In the end, this is a big normal about because never na make is na na do say na ala na do so no mo ja na white na me dey brown ana obi to me via akoko ba ko ni ama 15 years and that na want to be what they we say na ma bob na onye ni fa na.
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Sinupe.
You can't send it to me.
Can you amofe, mami ntio?
You very much na wabono. Mami chi yankupu. Yankupu chemi chemi papa. Mimi ya opo jumamaka sama papa da. Temi ya biba so bije. Ye papa ku fe do ba no. Endi ki fo mo di bebo sa do ti wa gun. E ba no pe and mahama ba ne. O chi e di fu. Yes, I want to one and see the people become. Who did you so that they took my Russia? What more about so many prima? When you want so much, that means it is possible. At the best, this has been by the father for all, to be able to look for all. And Yamiko can see you. And you, and you said, MPP ban and this is what you have so. I mean, just about a year or day of my radio, my map. So why you sir? I'm on the the beginning, sir. Who for this MPP? MPP, we need 2024 America. So can you also know to when free? I say, school, let's take the party. Well, I think you have a bill, Ghana. I think I'm a mama, I'm to food to me. Also, sir, will be going to take your death of us.
Mate, men console off for me for. Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Sinupe.
I can't say that you're from the coffee market. This is a good name, better.
Mammy, too.
You made us a many of Koyam Badekas. A Ghana family, a canoe. The straw briar, bro, my one. And can pay for no better. The share entity NDC, already on way. We were see much, Yan shed Yamapa, yet Papa Ken, a cat or banner or the Abre or Ghana. Then the Catholic was asking, you said I a bunch of you never do for song. That the Ghana, you see a cat or my cat, Yami, a share a fire or many. Shokube, Coco, but up between Eddie and Kuku. I hope to go higher, you are not a you are never got them while rushing air. Yan said, I have Papa, to me after me. A gun of family, I can end this before action, a gun and run action. Let you be said why money, the American family, and you know, press conference before there. More yet, press conference, I want entity to Namonia and Fabua Ghana.
Ma menfa last two calls now, men call Sabato. Hello, good afternoon. Hello, good afternoon. Okay, 0240550899. Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Sinupe.
Cancer near here.
Would you baby are free?
From Thomas, as if you are Shama.
Tommy, me
uncle. Uncle Moaha. Yeah, but come up a summer kindness, or we to say, Katie, no hypocrite. Now they are all totally for cause. You also know if you are, could you be no abandoned empty before the mass. Now, remember, Master Nosa. Uncle, first, Uncle Uba, Oka baked me as some, saying, and saying, what guy. And I feel so ill, said the base for Nancasano, more fish and ordering people all my Kutia. It was only very careful. Now, Uncle, Nedumano Nassam. One said, Brown for Pudis Canon. There was plan, sir, Nian and said, no plan, you are home out opposed to. 10 men suppose Yano leading coffee call at the akufo-addo or Pan Chos on Penton one and yet more in Buguasi. Honestly, say, by a well, President baby. It never kindly said the base no. Yeah, they are chunking the for Sebia Usra was a can, but they can or better the MPP, another way to get the base.
Enti Uba ye wa sem e the base mu na waka saa me ye no why na ma me fa last one na fe ye nko. Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Mr. Nkum.
Sinupe.
E kan say na tie.
Udi ni ba bia free last caller ma me ntiu.
Mr. Amos in the Guma Central.
Oh, Amos, Bibi Aboko.
Boko.
Miam Quenim.
Michelle on a broken baby will be a Miss Uncle. I'm a car assembly. I walk on my own. The one in the man, not only the group of not or sign, who's our sign. But in impact, the one in impact, I'm not or sign it. And she honorable was sign where people that but who the moon and she yet a son to say, yes, Abacano, Master Munir.
Meda say Tommy information minister Central Gomwa Central ma mensi na fe menko Sabato hona yenko Sabato we afi ayekra Sabina to say
Mr. Nkum nyame adom me hoye pa na also e
Nyankopon adom ne mpaebo bibia eye obre nu swa yenko.
Okay, anyway, my main fan messages are hold abano or YouTube, me fan shase me we are na me the WhatsApp messages no so aka ho. Where Adai Francis also want to me cannot survive in prison for the next 5 years if he is not pardoned. He would die before his first 5 years in prison based on his face and appearance. Where associate Beneza dear, was it the base Ghana first? The base jobs for all Ghanaians, the base power. The base akufo-addo through the base we are coming like a kite. NPP and NDC should take vacation. Way Associate Stephen Kwashi was say I'm watching you from Bahrain. The only person who can build Ghana is a prophet in Ghana politics, Ken Agyapong. Way Associate Nidreta was say good afternoon, Mr. Nkum. Honorable Ken is a great leader. Ghana needs Honorable Ken. The base Ghana first. The base, jobs. The base, power. I see whether they like it or not, Honorable Ken is coming 2028. Case closed. Where to see a Stephen Kwashi Biom. I say our next president, Ken Agyapong. I say our next president, Ken Agyapong's voices and videos will be played for future generations like we are playing Dr. Kwame Nkrumah's voice today. In Ken we trust. We pray for him for long life with good health. Yeah, Mami Winnie Agyapong say, good afternoon, my PhD family. Hope all is well by God's grace. May his name be praised now and forever. Amen. Sino pein. Ghana first. Always speak the truth with no fears. God is your mouthpiece. Fire. Way as I say, George Owusu. I say, Mr. Nkum, good afternoon. Watching you live from Germany, Hamburg. I say good work done. The base Ghana first. Jobs for the youth. Power. Ghana first. Way as so. Kukua agree. Was a good afternoon, Sinupen crew. Great submission as usual. Watching you live from the States. Justice, dear says Sinupen, Emmanuel, or say the base movements. Ghana first. Power for all. Power for all. Ghana first. Where see a Stephen Kofi or say they are facing the punishment of God. Eish. We see Agyapong Kwame or say good afternoon, Mr. Nkum. Watching you live from the Wu Equiapem. Sinupen, hashtag the base Ghana first. The base power. We see a Richard Ohenebado Makudi UK. I say most of the politicians in Ghana are thieves because they didn't suffer as Honorable Kennedy Agyapong went through. I am not surprised he has compassion for people. Ways to say Agyapong Kwame. I say, Mr. Nkum, so do you guys believe OSP's office is one of the useless, just wasting taxpayers' money for nothing? Ye be some. We say Anana Kwame are not sure. I say good afternoon, Mr. Nkum. God will protect you and your crew for saying the truth for Mother Ghana. I'm telling you guys that they are okay. Francis Kwashi say Ken is the hope of Ghana. He shouldn't disappoint us who have registered with the base. Okay. We also Richard Ohenebado Mako. I say OSP should give us a break. He's making unnecessary noise. The office was not created for noise making. We associate Ebenezer Dia. I say Oforiata or no Oforiata, the show must go on. The base. NPP and NDC classroom. We associate Anana Kwame. I say they want you guys to stop doing this program because of I say they have seen that you guys are saying the truth to Ghanaians. God is protecting you guys in His name. Amen. We associate George Owusu. I say, Mr. Inkum, forgive them. They may. I say, forgive them. May God. I say, my God will protect you. Richard Bless say, wound to me, I am more. PhD essay, I pity those voting for NDC, NPP. The politicians are taking the masses for granted. Believe me, the so-called OSP can't even, or say can't ever prosecute any of NDC members involved in criminal cases. He's just a myopic. Where to see a PhD or say we are not interested. Another young person with me to assume. Where to see I mafia or say how can someone be mining on your concession without your knowledge? Let's be real. Hey, if you have morals, you can't do politics in Africa. My mefa YouTube messages no see her. Na mefa WhatsApp so dear kakra and kahona mefa usi. We say our next president, Honorable Ken, is the only hope for the Ghanaian youth. Many young Ghanaians look to the outspoken politician and businessman as a practical, fearless leader capable of addressing joblessness and creating economic opportunities. When you achieve a defeatema and a buyer, where say good afternoon, Sinupain, or say when you are careful, also when you carefully listen to Paul Autry's interviewed with Chairman Wontumi, President Mahama wanted him down long ago. Also, indiscriminate demolition will soon result in judgment deaths, of which NDC is noted for. Honorable Ken Agyapong will not tolerate this. It shall be well with PhD man of vision, Nini Edifitema Ena Ebaye. We say it is a serious blunder, if not miscalculation by the NPP leadership to publicly declare that it is mobilizing party lawyers to challenge the court's ruling against Chairman Wontumi. This could further distance more Ghanaians from the party. Or say the incoming people seem to be leading the NPP into a deeper political pit. It is better for Ghanaians to follow politicians with a Ghana first spirit. Where Paul Edifi Ashalibuche and Ebaye. We say good afternoon, Mr. Inkum. Honorable Kennedy is our next president of Ghana. Hashtag the base, Ghana first. The base, power. And pass solo the wu equia pen, Masino Pempe, OSP were born rough.
Sabi, my uncle na.
I'm last one.
You cry me
I'm last one. We say good afternoon, Mr. Inkum. I'm boldly saying that Honorable Ken will be president in 2028. Amen. Where your Douglas, Edifi Kwashiman, and a bind. Mr. Inkum, a hanam me messages nina AC.
All right, ma men now say na fe young wish kwaku amo date esquire young wish no speedy recovery say nyame moano no nsa na yade tentem na lawyer make hu na bibia enye kama lawyer oye heavy papa openi ena so ye abafo bi awoda ti monfanto so tentem na fe yenko we I say happy birthday going out to you, Elizabeth Alando. We a former deputy police commissioner. Mame, Yankopon enshira papa we a woman wabusuafo nyina na Asia osano. Eti eno. Afei we so Miss Mary Emefa Populari. Ai di anu dene. Eti Miss Amefa Yankopon enshira happy birthday going out to you, and afei we so Reverend Stephen Aka. Happy birthday going out to you, Reverend. Nyankopon enshira papa na onto kwandem. Ye see Albert Ofori come be
mama Oforiata. Yes, said you all.
I got say achama.
Mizangu. You better tea for na hwefo ase. Say some of the messages e buy na sabi ebo try. But a point be di ho nkomo. The person nkofo nyina ho ni say yen ye opaso opa ngoma so. Enye yanumode. na mmom ne yie mu ntia saa enti no said ye be bia no nyankopon behwe
saa netie enti ye de asi nyankopon ya adom a echena ye san atoa so thank you for being part of the show your friend me Anthony Kofi Nkum Dazi Mr. Nkum Sinu Pein ye kano senia etie we are out.